I just want to let you know before we go into this video that this coming Sunday, November 23rd at 9 a.m. I'm going live Eastern Standard Time. That means East Coast USA. So a Q&A, whatever questions you have about expat life or for a vacation in the Medellín metro area or Colombia in general, Rio Negro. They don't play around here. They have an emergency thing with the seismic activity or something here on November 7th, 2025 in the morning, about 11 a.m. So maybe it's a test or something. Let's get out of here. Santa Fe Mall. Maybe it's a test or maybe it's real. I don't know if there's any real seismic activity. Yeah, it's just a simulation, as it says there. Gracias por apoyarnos. Thank you for supporting us. They're simulating an evacuation. I was at the toilet, and I was sitting on the toilet. I mean, when I went in, I heard something on the loudspeaker, but I wasn't paying attention to it. So, yeah, they don't play around with that stuff here. They're making sure that they run their tests and everything is simulated well. Well, anyway, back to the show. Whatever show this is on in terms of an episode. So I decided, to speak about this topic a little bit, the seismic activity stuff here in Colombia, in this region of Antioquia. I mean, there is seismic activity here because we are in the mountains, and in the mountains you do have that. Anywhere in the world in general where there's a large and long mountain range, and these are the Andes Mountains. And so they do run simulations at shopping centers like Santa Fe there. And there has never been a major earthquake that I can recall ever here in terms of Medellín or the surrounding towns or Rio Negro. There have been strong tremors, but never any major earthquakes that would, knock down buildings and kill a bunch of people. Something happened back in Armenia back in 1999. I think it was the month of February or something, and that was major because a lot of people lost their lives over there. It was like a very strong tremor or a small earthquake. I don't remember what it was. This is about 4 blocks away from Santa Fe Mall. This is right over from Oviedo. Oviedo's in that direction over there, the shopping center, and I'm just walking down to catch a bus. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit, about the elephant in the room. Like some people say, hey, what about the seismic activity, earthquakes? They're in Medellín and Colombia in general. But yeah, not here. But if you don't like tremors and stuff like that, like in California, you get tremors there a lot. In Southern California and mid-California, I don't know if Upper California and Oregon and whatever. So, yeah. But the buildings here are seismic resistant. All these new buildings that have been built, and the ones even from 20 years ago, a lot of them, most of them, if not all of them, in the last 20-25 years, are very seismic resistant. Living and suites. Let me see which way I could get down to the avenue. And this one that is being built, that they build them these days with those standards, unless somebody bribed somebody. Yeah, I gotta go down this way. I could catch a little shortcut right here to Las Vegas Avenue, which is right down there. Can I? Oh yeah. That's me. I got my hiking shoes on. Good traction. Good traction. They're European or whatever they're from. Okay, well, I'm gonna turn this off so I can hike properly down this thing. So we made it down the hill, that little thing. This is Las Vegas Avenue. That's my old university. That's a new section. EAFIT. I used to study there. In San Jose de Las Vegas Girls Section School, private Catholic school, is right here on the right, like about a block and a half down. The entrance is right there. I used to be a teacher there, a school teacher for a year back in 1998. Yeah, and there goes Mr. Ohio, maybe a white boy. Well, I'm gonna catch my bus. Here we go. This is my bus right over here. Bye bye. Catch you on the rebound. So I'm here on the bus, and I'm just adding this information before I end this video. The strongest tremor felt here in Antioquia, with the epicenter being in Bello, which is north of Medellín, was registered at 4.6 on the Richter scale. And In Antioquia here, the department or the state of Antioquia, the strongest one was 5.1. And the one about Beja was last year, 2024. And the one in Antioquia, I think it was 2021, the year 2021. So, I mean, nothing has ever been stronger than maybe 5.1 in Antioquia. And here, like in the Medellín metro area and whatever, it was 4.6. I googled it, so that's what I can tell you. It's hot down here. Medellín is warm, pretty warm these days. It's not as eternal spring as it used to be. And for you to be able to feel one of those tremors that are strong like that or whatever, you have to be in a high-rise building, like on the upper levels. Usually, because they have the seismic engineering, seismic activity, resistant engineering, where the buildings kind of like sway to offset that tremor, strong tremor, whatever. So that's the information I can give you. I've only felt one when I was teaching a class many years ago, and I was like on the 17th floor in a private residential high-rise apartment building, and I felt it a little bit, but other than that, you don't really get it. I mean, you might be in an apartment, in a house that is 2 stories or 3 stories, and you might feel the windows shaking a little bit, or you see the glasses or the water maybe swirling a little bit, but if you're sensitive to it, if not, then you don't really feel anything. Rico.